137 meters long, 23 meters wide, 14 meters high, 3 full decks. When I first read these numbers in Genesis carefully, I stopped and thought. Because it's not what we imagine. We grow up seeing that little cartoon boat, the giraffe peeking through the window, the colorful rainbow in the background. But what is written in Genesis 6 is something completely different. The size of the ark is larger than a Boeing 747. That huge airplane is only 70 meters long. The ark was double that, longer than a football field and a half, with internal space equivalent to 450 semi-trucks, weighing 50,000 tons when fully loaded. This wasn't a boat. It was a floating warehouse the size of a modern cargo ship, built in the Bronze Age, by hand, without electricity, without steel, without cranes. And the Bible uses a measurement called a cubit to describe all of this. The cubit was a standard measure in the ancient world, the distance from the elbow to the tip of the middle finger, about 45 centimeters. 300 cubits long, 137 meters. 50 cubits wide, 23 meters. 30 cubits high, 14 meters. 3 decks. God didn't say, make a big boat. He gave exact measurements. The material, the waterproofing, the number of decks. It's a construction blueprint. For centuries, skeptics laughed at it, called it impossible, an exaggeration, a legend. Then I went researching and found a 1993 study. Dr. S. Hong and his team at the Korean Research Institute of Ship and Ocean Engineering decided to test the biblical dimensions. They weren't theologians. They were real engineers. They built computer models, ran wave tank simulations, and compared the ark's dimensions with 12 different hull designs. The result? The ark had the highest safety rating among all the designs tested. It withstood waves up to 30 meters high, nearly 100 feet of solid moving water, and could tilt nearly 90 degrees and right itself. And here's the detail that left me speechless. Any modification to the biblical dimensions made the design worse. The engineers couldn't improve what was written in Genesis. But these engineers tested the finished ark. What I want to show you today is what came before. What happened between God's command and the completed ark. And it all starts with a detail almost no one talks about: the terrain. When I studied the construction of the ark, the first question that came to me was simple. Where did Noah build all of this? A structure 137 meters long cannot be erected on just any ground. It needed wide, firm, stable space, away from slopes that could give way, close to forests that would provide the wood. Imagine Noah walking the terrain, kicking the ground here, stepping there, observing the soil, where it's firmer, where the right trees are closer, where it would be easiest to bring the logs. All of this without GPS, without an engineer, just his eye, his experience, and God's guidance. When he found the right place, he began the first stage, which wasn't beautiful at all. He had to prepare the ground, remove large stones, pull out deep roots, level the soil meter by meter. And when I researched the world Noah lived in, I found a detail most people have never heard. It's in Genesis 2:6. The Bible says a mist went up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. In that world, there was no rain as we know it. Moisture didn't come from the sky, it came from the ground itself. When he found the right place, he began the first stage, which wasn't beautiful at all. He had to prepare the ground, remove large stones, pull out deep roots, level the soil meter by meter. And when I researched the world Noah lived in, I found a detail most people have never heard. It's in Genesis 2:6. The Bible says a mist went up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. In that world, there was no rain as we know it. Moisture didn't come from the sky. It came from the ground itself.